Welcome to my screencast on expectation and ethical use of technology in the lesson plan that I do in the classroom. There's a PowerPoint that students watch and go through, as well as some videos, and they have an active note-taking worksheet. This is a lesson plan that ties in with the school-wide PBIS policy and is usually done in our classes on the second or third day of school. We start out with our learning objectives, and it's a fill in the blank. They take the bold information and they fill it in on the lesson objective here. I'll have students read through it. It talks about how to responsibly, respectfully, safely use technology. It gets a little bit into the legacy of what you put online, and then learning how to follow the posted expectations signs. The first thing we do after the objectives is we tie in our PBIS catchphrases of responsible, respectful, and safe. While I read this or have a student read through it, the students figure out which of these three they go in under the technology expectations. This allows every teacher to teach the PBIS use of technology and use the same phrases, so our students don't have to worry about different phrases in different classrooms. Another uniform PBIS policy is our sign, the posted followed signs of a traffic light, with red being you can't use technology, yellow being teacher or adult directed of when and how to use your device, and green is you're allowed to freely use your technology. This sign or a version of it is posted in every classroom as well as every other space in the building. We move in to using it responsibly. This is an interactive slide plus a video where students, via thumbs up, thumbs down, or a 1, 2, 3 format, whether it's red, green, or yellow, decide what these 5 areas are supposed to be. And as we figure them out, they put them in their chart there. So hallways would be red, bathrooms would be red, cafeterias green, bus would be yellow, classrooms would be yellow. This follows into respectful use, how to respectfully use yours, and this is a fill in the blank, followed by think. Think is another catchphrase or a chart that we use that we have posted. It means think before you speak, only say and write things that are truthful, helpful, inspiring, necessary, and kind. And this is our responsibility of how to use social media. Are you going through the think process? What you're posting, does it fit the think process? And then they fill in the think process. The next one is safety. This one really deals with hallways. With the red zone in the hallway, where you need to be looking at where you're walking and you need to be listening to stuff around you. There's a video in here, and I also tell a story of a student that ran into a pole at a former school because they were on their technology and ended up having a bloody nose. And it kind of hits home of you don't really want to be buried in your device when you're walking around the hallways. Then we go into some more background of why are we allowed to do this? Why are we allowed to have it? So we took 3 pages out of the district handbook, and I just have students read, this is why we're allowed to have this, and then we pull up the Central Middle School handbook. This is how we're allowed to have this policy. Then we go into violations of verbal warning. This lecture or activity or worksheet is your verbal warning. First occurrence of not following it is device may be confiscated by teacher and returned to the student at the end of the day in the office. And then repeat violators have to face this with being their parent having to come in and pick it up. Then we have 2 pages of videos. These videos are shown, and then students have to write down examples of responsible and non-examples, examples of respectful, non-examples, and the same thing for safe. So we put some real-life situations in these videos, as well as a video with our students that are created by students every year, every other year, and show what is the right way and not right way. And I think this one hits home more because students are able to see people they see in their hallways or see their friends. Then one final reminder about using technology, and then at the end of the hour, students sign this worksheet. This worksheet turns into the contract if you've been through the training on how the expectations of technology in the building and in the classroom.